Good morning all. Hello students. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോണത് നമ്മുടെ മൊഡ്യൂൾ 2 ആണ്. കൺസ്യൂമർ ബിഹേവിയർ. Consumers is the reason why business exists. Without them, a company can neither survive nor thrive. In their absence, an organization does not have a business or purpose. The main business of a company is to satisfy consumers' needs and wants. Customer satisfaction is the key to organizational success. Therefore, a marketer must have a clear understanding of his consumers and their behavior. It is only through understanding consumers and their behavior a marketer can attempt to satisfy customers' needs and wants. Consumer behavior is the study of how people buy, what they buy, when they buy, and why they buy products or services. In the words of Walters and Paul, consumer behavior is the process whereby individuals decide what, when, where, how, and from whom to purchase goods and services. Difference between consumer behavior and buyer behavior. Consumer behavior involves the behavior of ultimate consumers, but buyer behavior involves the behavior of industrial customers. എന്തൊക്കെ ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ് ആണെന്ന് നോക്കാം കൺസ്യൂമർ ബിഹേവിയറിനെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബൈയിങ് ഡിസിഷൻസിനെ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Factors are mainly classified into 5: psychological, social, cultural, personal and economic factors. Psychological factors includes consumer needs and motivation, perception, learning, beliefs and attitudes. Next it is about cultural factors, culture, subculture and social class. Then social factors includes family, reference group, role and status. Then another it is about personal factors, age, gender, stages in the life cycle, occupation, lifestyle, personality and self-image. ഇത്രയും വരുന്നുണ്ട് self-image. Economic factors, personal income, family income, income expectations, savings, liquidity position and consumer credit. Then it is about buying decision process. According to Robinson, Ferris and Wind in 1967, the buying decision process involves the following 5 stages or steps: recognition of an unsatisfied need, identification of alternatives, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision and post-purchase behavior. Buying motives. Buying motive is a strong feeling, instinct, desire or emotion that make the buyer buy a product. According to D.J. Dungan, buying motives are those influences or considerations which provide the impulse to buy, induce action or determine choice in the purchase of goods and services. Difference between motive and instinct. A motive is simply a reason for carrying out a particular behavior and not an automatic response to a stimulus. But instincts are pre-programmed responses which are inborn in the individual and are involuntary. Types of buying motives. Buying motives are of 4 types: product and patronage motives, emotional and rational motives, inherent and learned motives, and psychological and social buying motives. Product motives refer to those influences and reasons which make the consumer buy a certain product in preference to another. Primary product motives. These motives induce a consumer to purchase general class of the product. Selective product motives. These motives determine which particular brand or item will be purchased from the general class. Patronage motive are these motives. Patronage motives are those motives which determine where or from whom products are purchased. Then there are key patronage motives: price, location, quality and variety. Then services may induce people to buy products. Personality of the owner or salesman. Even the personality of the owner or salesman may induce some people to buy goods from particular store. Emotional and irrational motives are those motives which are affected by the feelings of heart. അതും following typesiലുണ്ട്: sex or romance motive and affection motive. It is a very powerful one and can sell almost anything: perfumes, cosmetics, clothing, automobile, soft drinks, etc. Affection motive. This motive plays an important part when parents purchase all kinds of things for their children like toy, fancy garments, etc. and take insurance policies to make provision for their future. Then social acceptance motive. Every individual wants to have respect and acceptance from the group to which he belongs. Vanity motive. People like to feel important in the society, among friends and in associations and clubs to achieve status symbols. Recreation and relaxation motive. People purchase sports and games materials, indoor game, horse racing, tickets for cinema, record players, magazines, etc. Curiosity motive. Adolescent boys and girls and even adults are curious about certain things such as old paintings, old coins, blue film, cabaret dances, etc. Emulate motive. Some people are motivated to buy what is reported to be used by great people whose opinions matter. Comfort and convenience motive. Most people like to do everything in an easy way and in comfort. Rational motives are those motives where a consumer takes the decision of purchasing a product by his head and mind. Rational motives in following typesiലാണ്: monetary gain. First of all, almost all buyer would like to get monetary benefits or to purchase at a comparatively low cost. Efficiency in operation and use. Dependability motive. It compels an individual to buy to satisfy his desire to obtain quality goods of reliable and durable nature. Then it is about inherent motive, inherent and learned motive. Then it includes, or we can say that inherent motives are those motives it is for the satisfaction of which a consumer makes his best efforts, and if these motives are not satisfied, he feels mental tension. Then it is about learned motives. These are acquired or learned by a consumer from the environment and education. Psychological and social buying motives. Psychological motives are those motives which are driven by internal psychological processes like learning, perception and attitude. Social motives are those motives which are influenced by the society in which consumers live. Then it is about buying roles. Next it is 5 typesiലാണ് 5 different participants ആണ് ഇവിടെ important role play ചെയ്യുന്നത്: initiator, influencer, decider, buyer and user. Market segmentation, another very important topic. The concept of market segmentation was introduced by Wendell R. Smith in 1956. Meaning of market segmentation: it is the process of dividing a market into different groups of customers having similar needs or characteristics. Definition of market segmentation: according to Kotler, market segmentation is the subdividing of market into homogeneous subsections of customers where any subsection may conceivably be selected as a target market to be reached with a distinct marketing mix. Meaning of market segment: It is a meaningful group of buyers having similar wants and characteristics. ടോട്ടൽ മാർക്കറ്റ് ബിഫോർ സെഗ്മെൻറ്റേഷനും ആഫ്റ്റർ സെഗ്മെൻറ്റേഷനുമാണ് കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഫിഗറിൽ പിക്ടോറിക്കലായിട്ട് റെപ്രസെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ കസ്റ്റമേഴ്സിനെയും സെക്കൻഡ് ഫിഗറിൽ അത് സെഗ്മെൻറ്റുകളാക്കി 4 ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തത് കാണിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. മാർക്കറ്റ് സെഗ്മെൻറ്റേഷൻ പ്രോസസ് ഇൻവോൾവ്സ് എസ്റ്റാബ്ലിഷ് ഓവറോൾ സ്ട്രാറ്റജീസ് ഓർ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റീവ്സ്, decide the basis for segmenting the market, select segmentation variables, profile the segments, evaluate segment attractiveness, select segment or segments, or we can say the target market itself. Principles of successful segmentation or criteria. First one, different people prefer different products. It is necessary to plan the products as per the targeted group of customers' needs and wants. It is necessary to develop pricing strategy. It is required to develop different promotional programs. It is required to develop, it is necessary to develop different promotional programs. It is necessary to arrange physical distribution as well as selection of channels. It is needed for packaging a product as well as for developing an appropriate packaging, for selection of brand ambassador to get competitive advantage. Importance. First of all, we discuss about advantages to firms. Increase sales volume, helps to prepare effective marketing plan, enables to take decisions, helps to understand the needs of the consumers, helps to win competition, makes best use of resources, achieves marketing goals, expands markets, specialized marketing, creates innovations, higher market share. Advantages to consumers: customer oriented, quality products at reasonable prices and other benefits. Levels of market segmentation. First of all, segment marketing. Here the market is divided into 2 or more segments. Niche marketing. Niche means it is a segment within a segment. Local marketing. Marketing program is tailored to the needs and wants of local customer groups. Individual marketing. In individual or customized marketing, companies customize their products, services and messages on a one-to-one basis. Market coverage strategies. Undifferentiated marketing. Here a firm goes to the whole market with one product type. Differentiated. A number of market segments are identified and a different marketing mix is developed for each of the segments. Concentrated marketing is concerned with the concentration of all marketing efforts on one selected segment within the total segment. Customized or personalized marketing. In this case, each customer has a separate segment and customized marketing programs to that individual specific requirements. Then market can be segmented in a number of ways. So, we are discussing about the basis of segmentation: demographic, psychographic, geographic and behavioral. So, first of all, we are going to discuss about demographic segmentation. It includes age, sex, family life cycle, income, occupation, family size and education. Geographic segmentation, it includes area, climate, population density. That is, it includes different geographical areas. It focuses on. Behavioral segmentation takes into account the behavior of the customers towards goods or services, and it includes attitude, product segmentation, occasion, benefit, volume and loyalty. Then finally, psychographic segmentation. This term was coined by Emmanuel Demby, and it includes lifestyle, personality, social class. Then it is about another topic, target marketing. A target market is a group of customers at whom the entire marketing efforts are directed, meaning it is the process of evaluating the attractiveness and worth of segments and selecting the best. Advantages: since the resources are limited, a firm cannot go to the entire market. It enables a firm to tap marketing opportunities better. Then it can offer the most suitable product to each market. Through target marketing, a firm can expand the market share. It can build up company image in the market. then it is particularly suitable in case of services. Steps in target marketing, market segmentation, segment evaluation, designing the marketing mix and product positioning. So, we go deep into the discussion about product positioning. It is the act of placing the product in the minds of the potential customers and stressing that the product is different from and better than competitors' products is known as product positioning. In the words of Kotler, positioning is the act of designing the company's offer and image so that it occupies a distinct and valued place in the target consumer's mind. Steps: identifying potential competitive advantages, competitors' position, right competitive advantages, communicating these competitive advantages and monitoring the positioning strategy. Then it includes elements, about that's all the steps, okay. Then it is about elements. Elements includes 4 elements, namely the product, company, competitors and the consumer. Techniques of product positioning: positioning by corporate identity, brand endorsement, product attributes and benefits, use, occasion and time, price and quality, product category, product user, competitor and symbols. Then distinction: product positioning is the art of designing the company's products and marketing mix to fit a given place in the consumer's mind, while market segmentation on the other hand, it is the grouping of customers according to income, age, degree of urbanization, race, geographic location or education. For product positioning, the product differentiation is important and necessary. In the case of market segmentation, product differentiation has no role. Then it is based on product features, benefits or needs, specific usage or occasions, competitors, product, etc. On the other hand, market segmentation must take into consideration the following factors like cost of product, administrative cost, promotion cost, etc. Then finally, it is about repositioning. Repositioning means changing the product design, formulation, brand image or brand name so as to alter the product's competitive position. For example, Johnson & Johnson repositioned their baby shampoos and lotions for the adult market by changing the promotional and packaging strategy. Adultinu vendittu vannittundu. Okay, avarude promotional and packaging strategy ilokke maatangal veruthikonde. That's all. Thank you all.